A very warm welcome to Smell the Coffee. Good morning and a very, very huge happy Monday. My name is Aina Raiza Kweo and I'm so excited to be back in your company, to be back again on your screen. So this weekend a lot was happening. You know, the Miss Namibia competition for the preliminary round took place this weekend at Drombos and Vineyard. We saw a bunch of 10 beautiful, empowering and intelligent women take on, the stage and progress to the next stage of the competition, which is the finals. And the finals will take place on the 17th and 18th of July. That would be in Oshana region. Details of where that is going to happen are still coming out. So I say 17 and 18 July because on the Friday, it will be the Miss Teen competition. And then on the Saturday, it will be the Miss Namibia competition. So voting lines will be open so that you can vote for your favorite public choice Miss Namibia. Who would you like to see represent us as a nation? And please support the ladies. Do not be on social media saying all sorts of mean things to them. It's already such a taxing thing to be in that competition. There's a lot of emotional there's a lot of emotional baggage. So just exercise some caution when you deal with the girls, when you deal with the contestants. Don't make a comment if you do not have to make a comment. Don't make a comment if it's not a kind comment. And so we will be, looking forward to crowning our new Miss Namibia 2025. And on that note, I'll be back shortly with entertainment news.
Taking flight has never been easier. Paratus is introducing Skyfi internet packages with speeds that will have you reaching for your seatbelts, starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Skyfi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more. Or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared, Paratus.
This morning in our entertainment news, after showcasing her luxurious experience in Cape Town on YouTube, Kefilwe, who has had a reputation of sharing high-end content, clapped back at critics questioning why she is showcasing her high-end lavish lifestyle. However, everyone was not impressed. Some trolls took to the comment section to ask why she was portraying such a lifestyle given her past statement about denouncing idolization. Just to give a bit of context, so Kefilwe, who is a lifestyle influencer, started banning some of her luxury goods like her Christian Dior bags, all very, very high-end products. She was banning them because she now gave her life to Christ and she was now denouncing, idolizing these goods, especially those with the logo of Medusa, who she termed was evil. So now when I said, this is what she's saying, when I said I would no longer idolize material things, I meant that idolatry begins in the heart. It is when possession possesses you, when you find your identity and security or worth in them. What I do is work. It's a craft and a calling. I happen to operate in the luxury space. That does not mean I worship luxury. It means I know how to steward influence without being enslaved by it. Let's be clear, scriptures does not condemn wealth or beautiful things. It condemns the love for money, not money itself. I have repented from idolizing things, not from excellence, not from abundance, not from taste, and not from living in the fullness of what God has graced me with. There is a difference between being rich in things and being poor in spirit. I strive for the former every day, meaning embracing humility, being teachable and dependent on God. You may be confused, but let that confusion drive you to seek truth, not to throw stones. Study the word, ask the Holy Spirit for revelation, and remember, judging a believer's heart based on their handbag is a surface level of theology that says more about you than it says about Christ. So basically, Kefilwe is just saying that, look, at some point in my life, I was obsessed with high luxury goods. I would wear Christian Dior, I would wear Prada, Louis Vuitton, and. So these brands were defining who I am. And now I'm going to ban them as a symbol of detachment from these goods, that these goods do no longer define who I am, that these goods that these goods are not going to dictate my self-worth. Basically, that's all she's saying. She's not saying that it's evil to be liking good things. She's not saying it's evil to, love money and love a good lifestyle. She's basically just saying, do not let these things possess you. Do not let these things control you and take over who you are. And then now she has repented from these things, and as a result, she's now banning all these things. Yeah, so that's the story. Now moving over to our next story. Last week we brought you a story about Meg G and Minnie Dlamini. So we are back at it again. That's a gorgeous Minnie Dlamini. Minnie has now responded to Meg G's apology on his podcast. She also revealed she received an apology from the Podcast and Chill legal team. The media personality said she is exploring her options to take legal actions against Meg G for the comments he made about her. Over the past week, I have watched in disbelief and deep pain as my name, body, and dignity were dragged through the mud of public discourse, triggered by vile, humiliating, and inexcusable comments made by Meg G on his podcast. This is not about ego, this is about systematic misogyny. While I have chosen to not dignify the specifics of this response, I must emphasize there is nothing entertaining or provocative about weaponizing a woman's body for clout, commentary, so-called content. What occurred was not banter, it was a deeply harmful violations of my dignity, humanity, and constitutional right as a woman. Minnie said she had received an apology from the Podcast and Chill legal team. An apology offered only after damage is done and reputation are online is not a meaningful act of accountability, especially when it comes from a platform that has made misogyny part of its brand. This was not a lapse in judgment. This is not a lapse in judgment. It was a reflection of the values consistently displayed and defended by the show and its host. So it seems that Minnie is not accepting this apology, and she is saying that she will seek legal action. And I guess to each their own. We wish Minnie all the success with this case, and we are hoping for an amicable solution to this whole case. We will be right back shortly after the commercial break with our interview segments.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
She's leaving a little bit of sparkle wherever she goes, and today we are so glad that that sparkle is with us in a studio. We have the one and the only fabulous Martina. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Diana, for having me.
No, thank you for joining us, and thank you for bringing, high fashion to the studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so let's start with the excitement. All right, actually, before we get into that, just give our audience a brief introduction of who Martina is, what you do, and everything.
Okay. So, I am Martina Carney. I'm a stylist. I'm a fashion stylist, and I am also currently an in-house stylist for Miss and Mr. Supranational Namibia. And yeah, you already started the topic slowly but surely, but I am now in the final phase of preparing the candidates' wardrobe who are going to represent Namibia in Poland.
Okay, so how are things shaping up as we count down?
Ooh, it's not easy.
It's not easy?
It's not easy. There are very specific requirements for candidates' wardrobes for supranational in Poland, and it is like picking cherries from the amount of cake.
Oh,
yes,
I
it's
see.
like picking the cherries, like
Nitpicking,
nitpicking, exactly. And it is demanding. It's demanding on time. It's demanding on the team. It's demanding on the candidates, since they are literally going through whole persona change and transformation, and we are just trying to polish them to their best possibilities and abilities.
Okay, you spoke of the pressures. You spoke of the pressure that it has on the team, on the contestants, everything. What is it like working behind the scenes to prepare two national representatives for such a high-level international pageant?
Ooh. Speaking from my second-time experience, it's really intensive work with the candidates. It's not only concentrating on their looks, and the compulsory garments they have to have with at the competition, but it's also creating their everyday wardrobe, because every day of the 3 weeks experience they make in Poland, they have to look the part.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So you have to prepare 3 weeks worth of clothing.
Yes, so we have to prepare literally for each day of the experience in Poland. We have to prepare at least 2 outfits which are going to be used then according to requirements what's happening on a day and where they go. Because the contestants, when they are in Poland, they actually, we call it experience there, because they are being engaged in a community, they are being engaged in a sponsors, they have very intense rehearsals, training the whole time. So it's a lot of commitments they have to put into their journey back then there, and we have to prepare them mentally, emotionally, physically. We are trying to install in them also kind of good eating habits, so they don't have breakouts, because the stress and completely different climate compared to winter climate, it can cause them different issues.
Oh my goodness. We never actually know how much goes into preparation.
No, we see the glam.
We see the glam when we're like, oh, it's just easy. They're just putting on clothes and they walk
They
around.
look like this.
They look like this. Oh my goodness. But behind the scenes, it's actually a lot more work.
Yes.
All right. So when you're working with public figures like this, how do you balance global trends with Namibian identity and flair?
I am trying as much as I can to keep on the clock of what's happening in the world. But of course, the core of my personal styling is always to concentrate and to considerate the personality of the person I'm styling.
Okay.
So what we need mostly for the event is high fashion. But of course, we can't just have everyday smoking on or a suit on. We have to have also high fashion items also for everyday use. So that's what we do. So it is It is a lot of talk to different people because we know that pageantry is not as well sponsored in this country as it is in some other countries,
Yes.
comparing, for example, to Asian countries where pageant is very popular and very, very well sponsored from community. And also we are a very small community comparing to other countries. We have 3 million people, so it's not a big economical support comparing to countries with 40 and 50 million people.
Very true.
So it's a lot of convincing for
Yeah.
collaborations, for doing things in, okay, we can offer you a platform, international platform that you get seen, but we need you to assist us with certain things. So it's a lot of talk, it's a lot of money
Begging.
turning money, like, do we really need that or we rather need that? So
Okay.
it's very, very strict budgeting as well. So yeah, it's not easy to fly to Poland because we also know since we lost our national carrier, we relying on foreign planes and
Yes,
companies,
foreign
airlines. So yeah, it is.
It's challenging.
It's
to say the
challenging.
least, to say
It's
the least.
challenging.
To say the
It's
least,
challenging.
because there's definitely a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there a key moment or reveal during their prep that you are especially proud of?
It's actually happening right now.
Okay.
The key moments, like with, for example, with Savannah Pereira, who is going to represent Namibia in Miss Supranational Namibia in Poland. You see the transformation from the 1st of February when the final was happening here
Yes.
in Namibia. In those 3 months, this girl just came out. She's
She
not a girl
blossomed.
anymore. She's a woman now.
Oh, wow.
It's really very, very interesting to see that transformation. It's giving me goosebumps.
I got goosebumps as you were speaking because she's blossomed, she's
Yes,
bloomed into the
yes.
flower that she's always been.
And we have finalized our looks for the compulsory wardrobe. So this is like, okay, now I can tick this off. Now we're going for the day wardrobe. So
Yes.
we have been collecting pieces for everyday wardrobe since the 1st of February.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And shoes.
And shoe, everything,
And earrings.
jewelry,
Yes,
everything. Oh
yes.
my goodness.
So now we are like literally finalizing the final combinations. Like you wear on this day that with these shoes, with these earrings. So like literally that's the planning how it's happening.
Oh my goodness.
behind
Are you
the
going to
scenes.
travel with them?
I am going to fly with Savannah because Moloki is leaving only a week later.
Okay.
But nobody from the organization is allowed to stay when they are going through the experience in Poland through the
Okay.
camp. So since I'm from Slovakia, I am taking the advantage. I drop off Savannah in Krakow,
And then you
because
go.
on the 9th of June they have official welcoming at the airport, and then I take my suitcase and I go to see my parents.
Of course. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah, because it is also important for me to see my family,
Yeah.
even though it's going to be very short this time. It's going to be only 2 weeks. Usually I fly for a month or 6 weeks. So yeah, but at least I'm going to see them, and then
Exactly.
I am very excited for the last week.
What's
of
happening in the last
June.
week?
The finals, all the final shows.
Speaking of the final shows, is there any particular trend or statement that we should look out for?
I actually want to see the reactions of Namibia when we reveal our national costume.
It's always the national costume. It is
Yes.
always the national
Yes.
costume.
And then I want to see you guys dropping your jaws when you see the evening gowns.
Oh, okay. So I do have to say, Martina, that the pressure is on now. The pressure is high.
Yes.
It's intense
Yes,
because
and-
also you've been preparing since Feb.
Yes.
So the
Yeah.
expectations are through the roof.
And you know what? What is the worst part? When during preparation, your heel, which is your performance heel, actually breaks.
That is a nightmare.
Yes.
That is a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So we are trying to avoid all and cater for all the strategic
Yes,
plans.
yes. Backups on backups on backups.
Yes.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
literally like backups on backups and backups.
Oh, wow. All right. So for young Namibians dreaming of working in fashion or creative industries, what is your advice?
Work hard,
Okay.
be committed, show up, as Lisa says,
Yes.
and don't think that the world is just waiting for you.
Whoa.
You have to put a lot of work to be seen in the world. Because, yes, we are here and we are seen by Namibia. I also experienced it myself. I am always surprised that people recognize me when they see me shopping my groceries. But once you leave the borders of Namibia, there is whole another world of many people who are at least as good as you are. And we have many talented people.
Yes.
We have many extraordinary talented people in Namibia. I sometimes just get very upset that we don't support them enough. So it is for young creatives, please be committed, follow your dream, be there, be present, but also for our community, let us accept people who are creative, that their creativity is part of their job.
Yes.
They are not doing it for fun. They are doing it so they can put bread on their table. So I think it's a lot of work in our community still in Namibia, that we acknowledge that artists is actually a profession. It's not only something funny on the side.
It's not a side hustle.
No,
but it
it's
is
not.
actually
It
a
shouldn't be.
livelihood.
It shouldn't be, because we are not afraid, and we show our support to all the international stars like
Yes,
Beyonce
yes.
and I don't know, Angelina Jolie, and I don't know the newest generation because I'm too old for that.
Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. There'll always be somebody coming
Yeah,
up.
there is always somebody who is like in a line to be.
Exactly.
So we spend also a lot of money to go and support their concerts, even if it is abroad, but we don't do that for our local artists, which is very sad, and it really is lying very deep in my soul that I want to always put that up there, that we have to commit to supporting them.
That is beautiful. Martina, thank you so very much. And again, all the best with your journey. I'm pretty sure you can't wait to sigh a sigh of relief when the finals are done.
See my parents.
See your parents as well. So, Martina, all the best.
Thank
And we're
you so
looking forward
much.
to seeing what looks you've come up with on that stage.
I
throughout
hope
the
you
journey.
like them. I hope we are going to fulfill the expectations.
We shall wait and see. All right, until then, we will be right back with more Smell the Coffee right after this.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.